Okay, that was interesting. That was because I'd left a copy of Twitch.tv running in the background, and of course when I started the stream up, it started doing the advert at the beginning of the stream. That had me completely confused, because I've got nothing normally that would play music running. Never mind. Fixed. Anyway, Hamburg Hanover, Ice TD, newly released today. If you type !show, you'll get the run of what's happening today. There's been some major disruption at Bergdorf this evening. You've been diverted to Berlin via Utzen. Open the doors and allow passengers to board, then proceed on to your next stop. Headlights. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I can see quite a few of you here this evening. Let me have a quick look while we're waiting for passengers. We have Dark, and Dark is joining us as a moderator. We have Chris, Francesco, Frosty TV, Sapphire, Smoothie Hole, J1260, Marcus V, Ninja Joker, and Steve Van Epps. Welcome to the channel, folks. Right. Let's get this show on the road. So this is a diesel. Although with that racket in the background, we can't hear anything. So 130 speed limit. Next stop is a waypoint, Bad Beventon, platform 1, in 12.5 kilometres. So we're not stopping there. Just had an allowance for LZB up to 160.
RFB.
Hey, Lee Girdleston, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. I've lost my mouse, where is it? There it is. So we're clear up to 160. That looks like about 160. Oh yes, it is a wrong cab. Unfortunately, the only German one I've got is the ER20, so we'll be going with the ER20. Well, we're at 140 now. So it will do it. Hey, Train Simulator boy. Thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Hey, Train Simulator boy. Yes, I am a train spotter. Not very often these days, but and Steve. Yes, I got your email, and over the weekend I will get screenshots, some of the new screenshots sorted out, and get some names on. So that will be ready for Monday. Oh, we've only just started, Jake. No problem. I'm going to turn AFB off. It's just too much like hard work. Hey, Drimbinks, welcome to the channel. Clear up to 200. Trackside view, of course. Let me just check this signal that's coming up. See how we're doing. Mostly to see if there's a ZS3 I need to worry about. Hey Francesco, Jake and Dubravka. Welcome to the channel this evening. No ZS3. Good. Oh, but you do have a 140 speed limit coming up, so let's just back off a minute. So the exterior is similar, but certainly not identical to an iced tea. Slight overspeed there because I was too busy outside the screen. Never mind. Steve, you can send as many screenshots as you want. What I will do is go through and pick the best ones, because if we put hundreds of screenshots on, then given there's only usually 3 or 4 shown, they'll just never get shown. So yeah, by all means send me as many as you like, and I will I'll certainly have a pick. But yeah, as Dark says, if you pick the best 10 that you want, that'll help make my life a lot easier anyway. Thanks there, Dark. Hey Faustino Matt. So of course the top is one of the main differences because well, there's no pantographs and there are diesel exhausts. Yes, Metra, Dark is a moderator. Hey David Mayer, welcome to the channel this evening. So we're just about to go through Bad Bevensen, platform 1. Green on the distant. Oh, that's very good, Ricky. So that's my that's the score to beat, is it, when I play it? Up to 160 kilometers an hour now. And Bean and Bootle, platform 1 in 9.23 kilometers. Hey there, Ibeck, welcome to the channel this evening. I think if you were planning on sending me 1,000 screenshots, Steve, I probably wouldn't have had time to look through those. Coming up to a 160. I thought we were coming up to a 200 actually, but yeah, we're coming up. Okay, that's all right. Okay, fair enough. .200 kilometer an hour. Hey there, London Underground and Frosty TV. Welcome back, Frosty, and welcome, London Underground. I completely didn't see that signal. That was bad form. Hey London Underground Mad, thanks for follow. Much appreciated. Accidentally speeding for over 5 minutes? Yes, okay. That'll do it every time. 140 kilometers an hour coming up, so we need to slow down. Oh, there's 3 on there. Hey, London Underground Mad. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Perhaps post a link. Is this the festival, YouTube? How fast will this thing... I don't know what the top speed of a nice TD is, if I'm honest. Right, 1.6 to our next waypoint. Again, we're not stopping here. Hey, Georgie Norris, Mark Rogavine, and Ed. Welcome to the channel this evening. Okay, so it's just gone up on the official page. Excellent, that's good news. Lüneburg, platform 2 we are stopping at, and that's in 13 kilometers. My fan is on around the back. There it is. Now it is. Hey Georgie, if you type !show, you will see what the plan is. Through the cunning and amazing use of... Hey Ibeck, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. So I've got quite a long show planned this evening. We're going to do 4 scenarios, assuming I can stay awake. So, yes, Ice TD, followed by 91, followed by BR232, and then Canadian Mountain Passes. Yeah, I guess it's meant to be a comfortable train that can go places that the electric ones can't. I think on reflection a while ago, when I was reading up on the ice, various ices, particularly the TD, I realised that my first ever ride on an ice train was actually on an ice TD. Because when I look back, there was definitely no overhead wires. Long time ago now, though. Hey, Robert Metra, DK Designer, and Samuel Rebim. Welcome to the channel this evening. Where are we? We are Hamburg Hanover, Robert. We're heading for Lüneburg, 6.5 kilometers. Francesco, you missed the 4MT last night. It will be up on YouTube probably later on. I have been behind on getting everything up on YouTube, so I only just got the previous nights up today, so I've got yesterday's to do now. In the end, my son didn't call. Having too much fun on his holiday. Although I am getting photographs now from the via the school, so he looks like he's having a cracking time. So that's good news. Why am I only doing 120? Speed up. Passenger view. Hello, passenger view. No tablet or cup or nice. I like the seats. I want to sit in these seats. That's what I want to get for my computer room here, for the studio as it is. I want to get a train chair. That would be awesome. I'd fall asleep driving. When can I do another Steam special? Ooh, I don't know. We've got some other specials that we're looking at doing. So the next one will be a shunting and switching special. We've got a high-speed special coming up after that. Then we'll probably do some different specials. We will return to doing Steam though, a Steam special even. We're certainly going to do Steam before we do Steam special, that's for certain. Still nothing coming up on the ZS3s. Oh yes, I might as well theme it all up a little bit. That's the advanced warning for 110 and we're doing 112, so that's fine. That's a lot of red lights up there. I hope none of them are for me. I have a horrible feeling though. I'm going to fail this scenario, aren't I? Alright, well we got stopped. It cost most of my points and now we can go again. Wasn't watching the signals. Yeah, I was thinking of that, Ed, and maybe get them planned in advance and put on the schedule page on the profile. I don't think there's ever been any problem with reskins in the past, DK Designer. Basically, just make sure you don't distribute the key files, like the geo files, so that you don't want to make it so that people can accidentally have the product or have the product without buying it. That would be bad. So I went past a green-yellow signal and didn't really pay much attention to it, so that was bad news. And that cost me about 80 points. So I don't think there's much chance of even getting a silver in this instance, possibly. Certainly not a gold. The gold is long gone. Let me get stopped and then I'll get back in the passenger view. The passenger view. It's a very nice interior, I have to say. Exterior. A tutorial on signalling systems. Yes, absolutely, Sapphire. It would be one of the things I definitely want to do is a basically an outline. Oh, I'm supposed to be going. What am I sitting here waffling and looking around the camera? Yeah, I want to do an outline of signalling and the rules of signalling, and yeah, absolutely, Ed. I was thinking more like Wednesday. Oh no, Wednesday's not a good idea because sometimes that's the day the stream is for Dovetail. So maybe Thursday then. I'll figure it out. Leave it with me. What is my job? I am a games designer. For Dovetail. 140 speed limit coming up. Before it goes too many points, please. DTG Chatham. That's correct, Hugo. Hey, Gunsigator. I don't know if I go that far, Francesco. I am your humble servant. We had, I think, 4 snowflakes, ECML 1, 2, 3. Maybe 5. That's about it. So we're going via Bardowick. We don't have to stop there, but we probably should still pay attention to the signals. Well, I can't talk about any of that stuff, Hugo, I'm afraid, but all in good time. Same again, Sapphire, I'm afraid. I can't talk about anything anything that hasn't been already mentioned on the Dovetail Facebook page. Dear, oh dear, that doesn't sound good, Ricky. Dubravka, Ricky Likes Games, Nisima 123, welcome back. I came out of work in the evening on Thursday, and there was enough snow had fallen to make a little white line above wipers, and that was about it. And it had stopped. By the time I finished walking home, it had all melted. That was how little there was. So our next waypoint is Vincent in 8.2 kilometers. Hey class 455, welcome to the channel this evening. Slow down for this 160. Hey class 455, yes indeed, this is the ICE TD that was just released today. Coming back into a 200. Interior view. I rather like this interior. Coming up to another 160, and then we are slowing down for. Hey Mr. Tropics, welcome to the channel this evening. Good evening, Edge Parts. I'm not going to overshoot. He says, overconfidently perhaps. Evening, East Coast Cliff. Oh, that was a go by, not a stop at. Ugh. Read the instructions, Matt. Stopping at Hamburg, platform 2. Hey, Panda 1967. Welcome to the channel this evening. Yeah, the brakes on this machine are pretty thorough. But I guess a lot of these shorter units probably do have quite feisty brakes because they're all-wheel brake, all-wheel power, I think, just about, or one-axle or two-axle power braking. And they've got dynamic brakes coupled with the air brakes, so you get quite a lot of brake force going down those axles, and that's all along the train. So, and it's not exactly a heavy train, being a modern plastic thing. I know it's not really made of plastic. Hey Peeper, welcome to the channel this evening. I've just posted all the social information up, Georgie, so that includes the YouTube on it as well as Facebook and Twitter. Plus it's all up there, of course. I keep forgetting it's on the screen all the time. Coming up to our 160, we'll be stopping in 15 kilometres. It's like nice, the sun is starting to set and we're starting to see a nice glint off the rails, which is quite a nice touch. Oh, I don't know, I think it did a pretty epic job of stopping for that red light. Yes, I did, ECML 123. Had the pleasure of meeting him actually at Brighton Model World when I was with the UK Train Sim stand. .5 kilometres now. That was a screenshot of me speeding. Hey, Stephen Jam. Thank you, Doc. Absolutely spot on. I don't know, if I'm honest. I did talk to Pete Waterman about it once at the Leamington exhibition, but obviously he'd much rather go and drive the real thing. So. Going to Harburg. Hey Van Lero, welcome to the channel this evening. Yeah, the Javelins are really nice, aren't they, Edge Park? They really are a dream to ride on. They're so fast. the time it takes. So if you can go from here, getting on at Chatham, and be in St Pancras in some ridiculous time. It's amazing. It makes access into the city so much more convenient. 4.4 miles to Harburg, which is where we're stopping, and I suspect where we're finishing. Oh, we're only going down to 120. What are you stopping? We're going down to 100 for. Hey Lars, welcome to the channel this evening. Hey Yorix and HD. Yep, KergZHD. Oh, we just had a ZS3V notification. I believe it said an 8. Or maybe faster than a Cessna. It's only 140 kilometers an hour after all. Sorry, 140 miles an hour. Cool. 80 and a yellow, so I need to be prepared to stop at the next signal. Moobot prevents spamming of things like that. Yeah, so if you do a bunch of people do it, only one of them actually gets responded to. Hey, Stayx Trippy. Welcome to the channel this evening. He says, completely forgetting what he was saying. Create an American scenario. What engine and route do I prefer? Ooh, interesting. Well, New York, New Haven's probably my favourite American route. Go on then, yeah, GG1 on New York, New Haven. There you go, Dark. Go for it. That sounds like an excellent idea. And yellow in front of us, so we can speed up a bit. No poll tonight, I'm afraid. Unless someone's got an idea for one that I can just quickly set up. So S3V is at 80. And there is Harburg. Oh, that's a very good point there, Ed. But if you write the scenario such that there's no AI traffic in the way, then it shouldn't matter. Okay. What about the M8 on New York, New Haven? Or if you'd rather do Amtrak, P42 coming out of Penn Station. Yes, Ed, you can. Although I'm going to need to allocate a bit more time to it because those scenarios, the ones that I'd like to run, the passenger ones, are a little on the long side. Go via Vettel 2200. Okay. And then into Hamburg. Okay. Disreport reporting yellow. Got an 80 km ZS3V, so we need to limit that. No particular preference, Steve. Surprise us. You make it hard for my standards. Oh, you mean there's no AI trains, no red signals? That'd probably still be hard. Green light. That's what I like to see. I did see something about the trains that were going to be used on Crossrail, but I can't remember what they are now. I think they're Desiros or something along that theme. Cheers, Fringe. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. How is Afro's stream going, or is he done now? Oh yeah, and no speed limit. Yeah, that's the one, Doc. And hopefully no corners. Right, it's the race to Hamburg now. One thing I've noticed that the scenario designers have done, which initially I thought was odd in this particular scenario, but I actually really quite like it. You'll notice that the passenger stops are not, you don't get career points for stopping at the passenger stops anymore. You're getting the career points for waypoints in the middle, which is actually very clever, because what it means is that you race for the bit you'd normally do in high speed on, and you can ease into the station stops a bit better, which is actually, I like that. That's a good idea. Ed, you can couple to something that has not moved since the beginning of the scenario, and it can do that quite reliably, but it must not have moved. If it's ever been moved or touched at all, then it can't be coupled to. That's your basic rule. Uncoupling is fine. You can uncouple wagons. What you can't then do is couple back up to them, because they weren't there at the beginning of the scenario. Cheers, Fringe Starlin. Thanks again for popping in. Good to see you. This notification to get down to 120, and we've been warned that the next signal is a red and is actually down at 80 kilometers. Hey, Irish Rail guy. What are you giving me drive quality fails for? Shush now. No, you cannot couple to stuff which has been moved. This is the 80 notification, which is good. We're on under 80. There might be ways of getting around it, Chris, but I don't think it's intended to work that way. So that's where it's going to start getting buggy, because you're doing things that it's not intended to do. It is only intended to be able to pick up things that haven't moved. Van Nero, the reason is that the dispatcher calculates everything at the beginning of the scenario. Hence, the wagons are there where it started, so it can calculate. So it can calculate where to drive the AI trains, and that's all done at the beginning of the scenario before you even run it. If you then move wagons, then when it comes to actually do it, what you'll find is that, say you wanted to do it, tell it to do a couple to some wagons that were at a point, and then you move them and put them back, it would couple to them where they were originally, which might mean it stops at the wrong point and fails to couple, or it gets to it crashes into the wagons because they were closer to it than it thought. So yeah, that's why it is. So if we can keep our 3 points, we might get a silver. It's actually the German equivalent of the Voyager Irish Rail Guy. Same engines, very, very similar to the Voyager. Welcome back to Nodo Ben, John Jot, Jaco394 and Masamune. Welcome to the channel this evening. Just had an advance warning of a 60. And we're doing 50, so I don't have to really worry about that, do I? What time does the stream usually end? Well, it normally ends about midnight. We're probably going to run late tonight because I've scheduled in 4 scenarios. Coming into Hamburg, which is the end of this scenario. We've got 2 German scenarios tonight. We've got this one, and then scenario 3 is the BR232, Ludmilla. Hey, 38MPJ and Dave M84, welcome back to the channel this evening. Get it under the 40. As we enter Hamburg. Except we're not doing 40. And I've lost my 3 points. Boom. My silver medal evaporated. I didn't realise we were going down the hill. No silver for me. Hey Panda. Well, from the looks of the photographs we're getting sent by the school, I'd say he's thoroughly enjoying himself. Certainly looks like it. Thank you for asking. Welcome back, Jesse James. If a scenario doesn't open workshop, is it my fault? I don't know. Depends, really. It might well mean that the scenario's got a problem on workshop. It might well mean that you haven't got something that it thinks it needs. There could be a number of different reasons. I would go back and check the description and validate, make sure you've absolutely got everything that it says you need. They might have put some extra notes in the description. So I didn't get my silver medal. Mind you, slamming the brakes on because I was about to run a red probably is a good reason for that. And the odd bit of speeding there. Right, so that's scenario number 1. That was the Ice TD, which has just now been released today on Steam. $11.99, all the usual stuff. So, yes, I got 2 achievements as well. For the win! Drive quality, speeding, didn't quite get full points at the top one there. Look at all this wheel slip and dear. Mind you, a lot of this was down to me coming slamming my brakes on. And a little bit of speeding there, look. Drive quality. Drive quality was a pain. That was just because I put the brakes on and for some reason it decided to throw everything out the front window. Hey Metra, I get positive points most of the time. I don't get negative points that often. Okay, right, let's get on with the next one. That's next. That's next is the Class 91. No, I don't, Jesse. Was it too fast down the corner, Dom? Okay, that was weird. Well, in that case, well, if I was going under the speed limit, then I would dispute that I was going too fast.